2025 is shaping up to be a very busy year for Tom Green. The comedian has not one, not two, but 3 projects coming to a screen near you this month. He's also had a major life shakeup, trading in LA life in the States for farm life in Canada. Tom Green is joining us in studio along with Charlie.
Yes.
Good to have you both.
Yes, great to be here. Yeah,
it's really great to meet you. Tell me a little bit about Charlie.
Charlie is my amazing dog, Charlie, and she's a rescue. She's came from the Bahamas, and I got her when I was in California, and then we moved back to Canada, and she loves it here.
I'm going to ask you about that in a moment, but a lot of viewers obviously remember you from the Tom Green Show back in the day. I certainly do. You were doing things in comedy that had never been done before. You really were, and you had a lot of antics at the time. Is that a nice way to say that?
Sure, yeah. Antics is a nice way to say it.
Yeah, so there's this documentary coming out that's taking viewers back into that time. What was it like for you to remember that time?
It was actually a little bit weird, to be honest with you, because I've kept all the raw footage of the shows over the years and had a storage space that I've kept literally thousands of videotapes. And to go back through your life, really, the last 30 years, I guess, looking at a lot of the wild and crazy stunts and things that we did back in the day, but also just finding things that were more personal and was kind of I'd say strange, actually, but it was cool. I directed the movie, so I had to go through the whole story and put it all together. But it's a hilarious documentary for sure.
I bet. Well, I remember that one prank that you did on your parents with the car, and then putting that like X-rated image, and then their reaction to that. Yeah. When you think back about things like that, are you like, I can't believe I got away with stuff like this?
Yeah, you know, it was like you mentioned. It was before TikTok and YouTube and all this out in the street sort of crazy guerrilla pranks that you see on the internet every day. So you know, people didn't even really understand what they were looking at. Like they didn't believe that it was my real parents. They were wondering if they were actors. They sort of were kind of thrown by it all. But yeah, when I painted the car, we painted their house and did these pranks, that ended up kind of sort of catching MTV's attention and ended up sort of launching my whole comedy career, really. It was pretty cool, yeah.
Well, speaking of cool, it was cool to see you walk in to this room in particular, and you're like, I remember this place.
Yeah, before all of that, I was in a rap group in Canada called Organized Rhyme. I was a rapper, and we used to perform here on Electric Circus in this room, and that was wild. And there's some clips of that in the documentary too. So
very cool.
In the documentary, we are in this room back in 1992.
Yeah. 1992.
Yeah.
Which doesn't feel like that long ago, but then when you do the math, it's apparently a long time ago.
Yeah, it is.
I'm told. Over the pandemic, you moved, I mentioned off the top, you moved from LA, so like bustling city. Yeah. You moved to rural Ontario. Yeah. To a farm, 100 acres.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that move.
It's been an amazing thing. You know, I lived in Los Angeles about 20 years, and but during the pandemic, I've been touring, doing stand-up the last 20 years, and my tour got canceled, and I was thinking, well, maybe it's time to go home, time to come home to Canada.
And it was the right time.
So so I've got this really awesome farm that I found.
Can I ask you about Miss Fanny?
Fanny is a mule, my mule.
Yes, your mule.
And she's amazing, and I'm learning about all of this. There's Fanny there.
Wait, so did you have much mule knowledge?
I had zero mule knowledge, but now I'm pretty comfortable riding Fanny every day. She's the one in the background, and then that's Kia in the front that I'm with who's the donkey, and yeah, she's an amazing mule. Mules are extremely smart. They're you know, people say they're stubborn, but they're actually really, really smart, and they kind of figure things out. Like she figured out that I don't know what I'm doing.
She's on to you.
Yeah. So when in the initial 6 months of me trying to ride her, she would sort of not turn left. So we were just going to have to go.
Some people don't turn left in general.
Yeah, exactly. So like now she turns left, and we ride around in the woods and stuff, and it's really kind of a beaubeautiful thing.
Tom,
actually.
what a different life than like cut to you 10, 15 years ago, right?
I love it, and you can be anywhere now, and with the internet and with the way media's changed, you don't have to be in Los Angeles or in a big city. You can live out in the country, and I make my show and the new show Tom Green Country on Prime Video.
I was going to ask you about that. So that is the third part of this this series of projects that you've been working on. Your parents are involved in this?
Yeah, they are absolutely. Yeah, my parents who were sort of involuntarily on the old show or actually showed up and are part of the show. And
so nice.
Yeah, these are some clips, I guess, from my Instagram page and stuff. Yeah, it's great to be home. That's a big part of the reason why I came back to Canada too, is I just wanted to be, the main reason really was to be home and with family and stuff. It's been a long time being away. We'd always get together over the years, but it's nice to be living just down the road from them. And but yeah, they're hilarious on the show. I don't want to give up too much of of the surprises of the show, but they kind of get me back a little bit in the series. Yeah.
That's what you call long game.
Yeah.
Good for them. Yeah. Tom Green, it is so great to have you here today, along with Charlie, who's like the calmest dog.
Yeah. Come here, Charlie. Jump up. Jump up.
And look at this. This shorthand with Charlie.
There you go.
Charlie, thanks for being here.
She's a good girl. Yeah.
She is wonderful.
Thank you.
Tom Green, congratulations on the upcoming projects. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
If you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.